Is consciousness an illusion crafted by neurons, or is it the echo of a universal code woven into the very fabric of existence? For over 2,000 years, philosophers and mystics have debated this question. Was the human mind simply a byproduct of brain chemistry, or something much more profound? Today, quantum physics offers a radical possibility, one that rewrites not just our understanding of the mind, but the origins of life itself. Let's begin. Long ago, ancient philosophers pondered the nature of consciousness. Plato spoke of an eternal realm of forms, while mystics in Persia whispered of a soul beyond the body. But as the scientific age dawned, materialist explanations took hold. By the 19th century, thinkers like Darwin reduced life to a series of random mutations and natural selections. Consciousness, in this view, was an emergent property, a flickering candle in the complex machinery of the brain. But what if they missed something crucial? What if the spark of mind is not just a biological accident, but the fingerprint of the cosmos itself? In the heart of this mystery lies quantum physics, the science of the subatomic world, where particles dance as waves, and uncertainty is woven into reality. Roger Penrose, a mathematical physicist at Oxford, proposed that consciousness is not a computation within the brain, but a fundamental feature of the universe. He argued that certain quantum processes, hidden deep inside our neurons, might give rise to moments of conscious experience. But how? Here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. In the 1980s, a retired anesthesiologist named Stuart Hameroff noticed something peculiar about microtubules, tiny protein structures within cells. While studying how anesthesia selectively turned off consciousness without disrupting other brain functions, he realized that these microtubules, composed of tubulin proteins, might be key. They weren't just scaffolding. They formed intricate lattices capable of conducting quantum information. Hameroff proposed that consciousness arises not from the brain's synapses and firing neurons, but from quantum vibrations within these microtubules. He called it the Orch-OR theory, orchestrated objective reduction. According to this model, consciousness emerges when quantum states collapse in a coordinated fashion, triggering moments of awareness. And these collapses weren't confined to our heads. They echoed through space-time itself. But why microtubules? Because they're present in all cells, not just neurons. They're ancient, dating back to the earliest forms of life. Could it be that the same structures giving rise to our thoughts also played a role in the origin of life? This is where the story intersects with the stars. In September 2023, NASA's OSIRIS-REx mission returned to Earth with a sample from the near-Earth asteroid Bennu. Inside that dust, scientists found aromatic amino acids, tryptophan, phenylalanine, and tyrosine, the building blocks of life's code. But tryptophan stood out. Its complex double-ring structure can enter multiple quantum states, making it uniquely suited for quantum information processing. Think about that. A molecule central to both life's origin and microtubule dynamics. A molecule that also forms the chemical backbone of psychedelic compounds, long revered for their mind-expanding effects. Could this be more than coincidence? The asteroid sample also contained nanoglobules, tiny spheres of carbon-rich material, some encrusted and hollow, resembling protocells. When hit with ultraviolet light, these globules fluoresced, absorbing photons and re-emitting them as visible light. This fluorescence is a quantum process. It hints at the possibility that even the earliest forms of life might have harnessed quantum information to gain an evolutionary edge. In other words, life may have emerged not through slow chemical evolution alone, but through a quantum jump, a self-organization driven by the ability to capture and manipulate information at the smallest scales. If so, consciousness and life are two sides of the same coin. Imagine early Earth, bathed in cosmic radiation and bombarded by meteorites carrying these aromatic molecules. Within mineral-rich environments like serpentine clays, these molecules might have assembled into the first microtubule-like structures. They could process quantum information, acting as proto-conscious entities long before multicellular life emerged. It's a stunning idea that life didn't crawl from the mud as blind chemistry, but as a cosmic spark of awareness encoded in the very molecules that form our DNA. And it fits an ancient intuition echoed by mystics across cultures, that consciousness is not an accident, but the universe becoming aware of itself. Now consider this. Hameroff and Penrose's Orch-OR theory suggests that these quantum collapses don't just occur in the brain, but everywhere. In the table, the chair, even in the air. Proto-conscious moments happening in all matter, waiting for an organized system, like the brain, to orchestrate them into a coherent melody of awareness. It's like sitting in a symphony hall before the music starts. The tuning of the instruments is noise, chaotic and disjointed. But when the conductor lifts the baton, that noise transforms into Beethoven. In the same way, the brain's microtubules might orchestrate quantum events into the music of consciousness. But this isn't just theory. Remember the anesthetics? They selectively shut down consciousness while leaving other brain functions intact. Hameroff's research shows that these drugs work by disrupting microtubule coherence. And the fact that plants and even simple organisms react similarly suggests that microtubule-based quantum processing is a universal feature of life. So here's the big question. If consciousness is fundamental to life, could it be the very spark that gave rise to it? The ancient Persian polymath Omar Khayyam once wrote, "Tomorrow, when we pass from this old inn, we shall be level with those of 7,000 years ago." His words remind us that time collapses into a singular moment of being. He might have sensed what modern quantum physics is revealing, that the universe is timelessly conscious, and we are brief flickers within it. Perhaps the story of Adam and Eve is not the tale of two biological progenitors, but the allegory of the awakening of consciousness, the moment the universe, through us, recognized itself. Could it be that around 7,000 years ago, a threshold was crossed? Not of biology, but of awareness? This is where science meets myth, where quantum fields resonate with ancient poetry, where tryptophan in an asteroid sample hints at the molecular dawn of consciousness, and where microtubules in our neurons echo with the same quantum hum. The idea is profound and unsettling. It suggests that the spark of awareness isn't something we evolved, but something we inherited from the very fabric of the cosmos. That life and consciousness emerged together, intertwined in a dance of quantum information. And here's the twist. If this is true, then all living things, every plant, every bacterium, every starfish, might possess a glimmer of this consciousness. Not a human-like mind, but a resonance with the universal code. We are not separate from nature, we are its self-reflection. In the end, the quest to understand consciousness and life isn't about defining terms or drawing diagrams. It's about realizing that we are part of something much larger. A cosmic story that stretches from the quantum froth of space-time to the thoughts in your mind. This isn't just science. It's a reminder that the universe is alive, aware, and waiting for us to remember. So the next time you gaze at the stars, remember, the same quantum hum that sparked life in the ancient dust of Bennu echoes within you. You are not just observing the cosmos, you are its consciousness looking back. And that, perhaps, is the secret we've always known.